Hey, what's up guys? How's everyone doing? So I'm making this video primarily as a shout out to Fred Hall, Direct Edition, who's right there at the cusp of 600 subs. But he's still in a little contest. Shout him out in a video, send him the video link. I'm not sure how long he's doing it for, but I had to shoot something for the man. He made a video for me not too long, and he pulled me out of a little bit of a slump I was having. I kind of picked up my spirits. So when I saw that he was doing this, I saw it Sunday, May 1st. I had to throw a little video together. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a while anyway, and I just kind of needed a little nudge. So it's probably going to be it's probably going to take me 35 minutes, honestly, to share these Nintendo comics system collection of comics. I bought these from a guy. Sorry, that's my dishwashing machine. I bought these off a fellow that just had a kid and he needed diaper money, and he wasn't up against it, but he was really motivated to sell. So when I floated him an offer of half of what he was asking, not only was he glad to sell them, but we, as close as you can on eBay to kind of getting a rapport with someone, just talking back and forth. It was cool. It was almost like a social media eBay. But I'm talking about these Nintendo Comic System comics, and I'd wanted these for so long. I'd sort of gotten a couple here and there. Davis Comic Finds had completed a really nice Legend of Zelda collection, singular, and I envied those books so much. Let me get to showing them to you. Just got to move a couple things around. I really like this setup because I'm feeling like I can get the books in the frame okay. So this was kind of the sneak preview. Mine is a little dingy, but for this book, I'm glad to have it. This is the sneak preview. It's really a pamphlet. I think these might have gone to video game stores as well. Well, not exactly that they had video game stores, but I think these were distributed to comic retailers primarily. So there's a lot of repeat covers, and I'm going to show them all because there's various editions. There's comic book form, and then there's more school book drive kind of editions with a harder cardstock cover and a different cover price. So, whereas some of them look like comic book floppies, some of them resemble more closely Scholastic readers. So, in 1988, Jimmy Shoots, my favorite guy, and Steven Mazarski, and some investors, I believe this is a Random House edition of Super Mario. They submitted an offer to Marvel. They were basically buying Marvel out of bankruptcy, I believe, and they were the second highest bid. They didn't get Marvel. A guy named Ronald Pyramin, he got them. He got all of Marvel. These are called illustrated action books. So, what Mazarski and Shooter did, along with Triumph Capital, working as partners, they put money together to make their own comic universe. But in a brilliant step, they licensed Nintendo characters and WWF at the time to make comics to further raise capital. And then, they they borrowed more characters. They borrowed Magnus, Solar, Dr. Mirage, Turok. But in the meantime, for a couple of years, they were making, through the Valiant label. Valiant is an imprint of Voyager, and they made these. And Jimmy Shooter worked on a lot of these as a penciler, a writer, and inker, but he worked under the pseudonym of Art Nichols. A-R-T Nichols. So. And it seemed early on, same cover, slightly different edition. They knew exactly what they wanted the books to look like. Watercolor, hot colors, minimal trade dress, and just, they wanted to make them look classy. Even when these were kind of their titles, they were marketing towards the younger audience. And, I mean, they were a hit. They were in Barnes & Noble once they put out the hardcovers. And I don't think they had real high print runs, but for, I think, the year or two that they had this license, Nintendo was pretty much the most popular thing in the world. Okay, this is getting away from the Random House books. This is Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 1. So we're now into the 90s, I believe. So Mario 3 had come out. That movie, The Wizard, I think it was called, with Fred Savage going to the video game competition had just come out. So here's 5. Super Mario Bros. 5. I think even in Ghostbusters 2, there was a Nintendo controller. So are we out of order? I'll play them as they land. So here's one edition of Zelda 1. This is the most comic book-like with a $1.50 price. Davis, he did all the Book A, Book B, Book C figuring, which I thought was really cool. I'm about to label these, so I'll have to figure out exactly how that worked, but see, this is the more cardstock Random House 195 edition. And even on the inside, they're all slightly different. I remember he was trying to figure it out, and it was slightly confusing. So I'll just run through the covers. I have to get these in order, but yeah, still number 1. Issue 2. Issue 3. That's the $1.95, and here's the $1.50 edition. You can see it also has a barcode on a different side, except on this one, this is issue 3. It's a little tricky to piece together. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna work all that out. Excuse me. Issue 4. These are still basically the only video games I'm really connected to. Although I am exposed to a lot of video game culture through my brother. We watch a lot of video game stuff. But these when it comes to video games are my heart. I love these. I use the yellow tape to match the Nintendo motif on these. Zelda 5. Also 5. Yeah, 195 and 150 editions. So they were reaching two completely different markets. There's another issue 4. These in order real quick. Some of these I bought at shows before I really knew what I was doing. I started a collection, and it was one of those things where buying these individually, they were pretty expensive, but you know, I wish I had known I was gonna find the whole collection one day. Okay. So yeah, I kind of already started with these right here. So I'll separate the Zeldas. Back to Super Mario Bros. 1. It's the $1.95 edition. I showed the 150 edition earlier. Raccoon Mario. Super Mario Bros. 1. $1.50. These games are just, they were just fun. Super Mario Brothers 2. This is one that I bought at Frank's. Frank and Sons off a dealer named Kim, who's since passed away. So it's cool that I got something from him. He was a cool guy. Old school Frank and Sons. So these are both. Well, this is a 150. This is a 195 edition. And here's my other 195 edition that came with the collection. Pretty cool. Mario 2 is definitely my favorite of the Marios. It's Mario 3. $1.50. Super Mario Bros. 3. $1.95. Super Mario 4, $1.50. Super Mario Bros. 4, $1.95. Okay, here's Super Mario Brothers. Number 5, $1.50. I love the Koopa Kids. There's Super Mario Brothers 6. Another thing kind of interesting about the Nintendo comic system is they were also developing some Saturday morning cartoons affiliated with Nintendo. And they were even doing Game Boy stuff. So we'd have the characters from Super Mario World, or was it? Might have been Super Mario Land. It's issue 1 of Game Boy. Game Boy issue 2. And these are all 195 editions so far. Let me see if I got the. I think that's it. I think I only have the $1.95 on the Game Boys. It's issue 3. I got my work cut out for me figuring out how to mark these exactly right. This Game Boy 4. It's dazzling. I don't know. I even liked the movie. That was the first time that I ever saw Leguizamo, so that was cool. Maybe it was. I might have seen him in Pyromaniac's Love Story before that. And I think he had a show where he did a lot of dancing on Fox TV. So these are Captain N. And Captain N was a great cartoon. I definitely remember enjoying it. 2 copies of 2. Alright, let's go through these Captain N, the Game Master. It's issue 1. 195. Issue 2, 195. Also 195 issue number 2. It's number 3. Actually gunning down some Metroid characters. Samus Aran appeared in these, along with Mother Brain. From Punch-Out you had King Koopa. Kid Icarus was in these, that's issue 4. And issue 5. Along with the very saucy little princess. Mega Man was also on the show, but they didn't have the licensing for the comics. So Mega Man is not in the comic books. Some hang up they had. Okay. Some more Super Mario Bros. Okay. Let me do these Game Boy $1.50 editions real quick. Sorry to be organizing on your time. That's what it's all about. Having comics is constant organization. So here's the $1.50 edition of number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So those are all the $1.50 versions of those. Okay, back to Mario Bros. Well, last time I looked at these, they were all in order. I don't know when I looked at them again and just wrecked them. Damn near killed them. Okay. So here's the $1.50 version of issue 7. I think this one might be kind of scarce. It actually, I don't know if it's Zelda, Legend of Zelda 7, or Nintendo Comic System. It's all confusing. It's a lot of fun, but it's all confusing. That's honestly why I postponed this video so long. I thought eventually I would get it together, but no. Some things are beyond all comprehension. All right, let's get these in order. And we'll blast through them. Oh shoot. Okay, these are a different series. Okay. Whew. Either it's a continuation of Super Mario Bros. Or I just don't know. But here we have Super Mario Bros. 5. Let's see. Oh, I see what's going on. You have straight up like Super Mario Bros. And then you have these, which are Nintendo Comic System. So, Comic System would be like Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine, Marvel Comics Presents Ghost Rider, Quasar, and so on. But these are Nintendo Comic System, so that had its own numbering. Okay. So, Nintendo Comic System presents Super Mario Bros. $5.50. Number $6.50. I love this cover. Just because I love turtles. Nintendo Comic System presents Super Mario Bros. $8.50. Shy guys. Super Mario Bros. 9 through Nintendo Comic System features. Dr. Mario. Okay. We have a breakthrough. I don't know if I knew that. Okay. Now these are Adventures of Mario Brothers. And yeah, they didn't go out of their way to make it easy, you know. But at least these have a different font, and I can work with that. So I think $1.50 Super Mario Bros. Adventures of the Super Mario Bros. 2. $3.50. This cartoon was just amazing. Monday through Thursday Super Mario Bros. And then Friday Legends of Zelda. Issue $4.50. Issue 5. Checks out. Number 5. Number 6. Oh, excuse me, number 7. Really cool. Mario dresses up as a Dirk Drainhead. Kind of a superhero persona he is. And Super Mario Bros. 8. Might be 1 or 2 more. Wow. Look at the Koopa kids. Yeah, that's book 9. Book 6. I don't know if we already did that one. Wow. Okay. Only a couple more. So that does it for the Nintendo licensing. I do have some WWF. These came in magazine format and comic, well, kind of comic format. No, this is more like the illustrated action readers, the Random House stuff. I don't know if these actually came as comic books as well. Let me see. I'll just show you the ones I got. Nice Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Lifestyles, The Brutal and Infamous, Big Boss Man. 2 of the ring challenges. Oh, out of the ring challenges. The Bushwhackers and the Nasty Boys. And just really cool one. I have a lot of heartache looking at this. This is the first published work of David Lapham. I love Lapham, but I've had a little bit of a year and a half run around wild goose chase trying to get something done by Laph. I'm gonna try to put it behind me though. Ugh, it's just wells up in my system though when I think of all the communication that I've tried to get in and just having it go unreciprocated on a commission. But what can you do? Oh, this isn't even... I've been looking for this. This has nothing to do with Nintendo. Just a Batgirl 23. Cool, I've been trying to find this. This is like the one book I bought at my old LCS, which I no longer frequent because they moved and just changed their whole style, but this is the one book I ever bought like off the wall, more than cover price. Yeah, I got a good deal at the time, but this book's probably calmed way down. And I also found my dividers. So, more labeling for that stuff. Anyway, so that's for Nintendo and for Fred Hall. And thanks for watching. I always kind of hope that when I make a video that isn't like a weekly haul, when I make it about a specific genre or something, I kind of like always hope, yeah, like it's always nice. Maybe some people outside of your range of influence that don't typically watch comic book stuff might see it. So it'd be cool if just some Nintendo enthusiasts, old school 80s Nintendo fans might maybe see this, because I remember when I didn't have these books, I really wanted a video that showcased them so I could see all the covers, and I think that's a really good use of YouTube when you try to provide something that isn't out there. So hopefully this helps people who are looking at getting into these. Just go in knowing that there's various editions, various paper stocks, and the covers are different, but it's the same story. And I wish you luck with it, because I've been into these for 6 years and I still don't know what's what, because that's just how they did it. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your spring. Alright. Check out Fred Hall Direct Edition.